Hello and welcome back to another episode of TWIG, and this week Minecraft has partnered up with Lacoste, and as part of that, Galaxite's hub has been completely transformed into Croco Island. There's absolutely loads of new stuff going on, there's loads to talk about. It's one of the biggest moments in all of Galaxite's history, so yeah, it's really exciting, so let's get into the video. So normally at this point in the video I would show you Galaxite's change logs, just sort of going through all of the changes from the week, but unfortunately Galaxite haven't put anything out going over all of the changes to do with Lacoste and Croco Island, so I guess that's where I come in this week with this video. But yeah, Galaxite have put this out, which is just some of the changes that have been made since like Croco Island was first added and stuff. So it's not going over all of the changes as part of it, just the changes that have been made since. So before I go over all of the big changes to do with Croco Island, I'm going to first quickly mention some new items that were added this week. So yeah, first of all, in the hub you can claim a free core. That is the cherry pie core, and it's to celebrate Pi Day, which was the 14th of March. Yeah, I'm not sure how long you'll be able to claim it for. I think it might be there for about a week, so since the 14th of March when it was added. So yeah, if you've not already claimed it, you'll probably not have too long left to claim it, so make sure you do it quickly. And then also there's been two new items added to the shop. They are the rare red balloon core and the epic laptop core. So now I'm going to try and go through everything you need to know about the Lacoste Croco Island event in Galaxite. Basically all of the big parts of the big update this week. So yeah, I'm going to start with Croco Island, basically the new hub in Galaxite. Because yeah, the old island hub that Galaxite had has been replaced with Croco Island. It's a massive island, I think it's much bigger than the old hub. And yeah, it's sort of centered around the theme of crocodiles. There's a massive crocodile in the middle of Croco Island. And yeah, basically everything that is part of the event is in the Croco Island hub. Like all of the microgames and stuff, it's all in the hub, all in Croco Island. And yeah, so you've got a map in your inventory, right in the middle of your inventory, and you can see all of the all of Croco Island, and you can also see the landmarks that are sort of on the map. And that's basically where like the microgames and stuff are. And Galaxite have sort of put a lot of emphasis on exploring Croco Island. It's quite a big part of like the whole event. So in the hub you also have a compass in your inventory, and basically what it does is it allows you to teleport around to different locations on Croco Island. Because yeah, if you couldn't teleport around it would just take ages to get to places because it is a massive hub. But yeah, so there's two main types of places that you can teleport to. So first of all, there's the micro games. That's things like tennis. Yeah, haven't really touched on that like yet in this video, but a bit later on I will talk in like a lot more detail about all of the different micro games. But yeah, then the second section of things that you can teleport to are landmarks. Now they won't all be on the in the compass for you to teleport to when you first go on Galaxite. Because you've got to find them by looking around Croco Island yourself, and then once you discover them, once you come across them when you're just sort of exploring, then they'll be added to the compass, and you can see when you discovered the different landmarks in the compass. It tells you the date. But the landmarks aren't the only things that are hidden around Croco Island for you to find, because also if you look at the top of the menu when you open the compass, you'll see there's a bunch of different things that are hidden around the hub, and it'll tell you how many of those things you've found. So yeah, right at the top there's the landmarks. It tells you how many of the 13 landmarks you've found. And then there's the Croc coins. Basically, there's 216 little coins with a crocodile on them hidden around Croco Island. And yeah, if you collect one, the little counter will count up, because yeah, you found another one of the coins, but also you'll be given 10 Croc Tokens. And basically, Croc Tokens are like the currency used in the little event. And you can use them to like get different items. I'll talk a lot more about that later on. But yeah, at the moment you can just sort of find them around the around Croco Island. You can find the Croc coins, and then also there's 13 Croc stashes hidden around Croco Island, which is basically a little treasure chest filled with Croc tokens, because you'll collect 200 Croc tokens if you find a Croc stash, and also it'll count up the little thing in the menu. So yeah, those are the 3 different things you can find around Croco Island: the landmarks, the Croc coins, and the Croc stashes. So now I'm going to go through what you can do with your Croc tokens, what they're used for. So yeah, in your inventory in the hub, you have a clock, and if you use the clock, it'll take you to the Croc Shop, and in the Croc Shop you can see how many Croc tokens you've got, and you can also see a bunch of items that you can get with your own Croc tokens. So yeah, basically, once you get a certain amount of Croc tokens, which is the certain amount you need to unlock a certain item that's at the bottom of the little menu, you can then like sort of unlock that item. And it's not like you're buying it with your Croc tokens, because the amount of Croc tokens isn't taken away from your total. You still keep the same total. But yeah, it's just sort of, if you've got over that amount of Croc tokens, you can just unlock that item. So for example, the last one, it costs 8,000 Croc tokens. If you've got 8,100 Croc tokens, you can unlock that item, and you'll still keep your 8,100 Croc tokens, but you will also unlock the item. So it's not like you go back down to 100 Croc tokens. In the Croc Shop menu, you can also see the global total of Croc tokens. That's basically the total amount of Croc tokens that everyone on the entire Galaxite server has. And then you can also see an item that you unlock with the global total of Croc tokens. And you can also see a certain goal that the global total is sort of aiming for. So the way that you unlock the items that use the global Croc token total is that once the global total reaches the certain amount of Croc tokens that it says, that item will become available for you to get with your own Croc tokens. So yeah, after like the total has been reached to unlock the item for everyone, then you'll be able to use your own Croc tokens just like the other items at the bottom of the menu to unlock it. And once again, you just need like over that amount of Croc tokens, and it won't take away the amount of Croc tokens from you. Like yeah, just like the other ones, you'll just keep them. If you've just got over that amount of Croc tokens, you can just unlock it. So I'm gonna quickly run through all of the items in the Croc Shop and tell you how many Croc tokens you need to unlock them. So I'm gonna start off with just the player shop, so all of the items that you just get with your own Croc token total, not the global total. So yeah, the first one is the Black Racket Core, which is 250 Croc tokens. Then there's the Croc Taunt for 500, the Croc Dropship for 1000, the Tennis Ball Taunt for 2000, the Hang Glider Dropship for 4000, and finally the Croc Cart for 8000. So now I'm going to go through all of the global shop items. So that's all of the items that are unlocked when the global total of Croc tokens reaches a certain target, and then you can then unlock them with your own total of Croc tokens. So just to save time, I'm not going to go through the global target for all of the different items. I'm just going to tell you how much they cost to unlock with your own Croc tokens once they'd already been unlocked by the global total. So the first item is the Risk Taker title for 50 Croc tokens. Then there's the Croc Pixel Art for 100, the Tennis Racket Taunt for 200, the Tennis Court Pixel Art for 400, the Explorer title for 800, the White Racket Core for 1600, the Playmaker title for 2200, And then we've got the tennis ball, which at the time of me filming this hasn't been unlocked yet. Like the global total of Croc tokens needed, which is 20 million Croc tokens, hasn't been reached yet. So I can't tell you how many Croc tokens you'll need to unlock that once that has been reached, once the global total has been reached. So yeah. So now I'm going to go through the micro games on Croco Island in the hub, arguably the most important things like on Croco Island. But yeah, so I'm just going to go through each of the micro games and basically just summarize what they are and how they work. So yeah, first of all, there's Fill the Gaps Turbo. It's basically a shorter version of the Fill the Gaps that is like already in Galaxite. So yeah, there's only one round, like you don't play 2 rounds like a normal Fill the Gaps, and also you can play the Fill the Gaps Turbo with just one, like play it like just yourself, so you don't have to wait for anyone else to join, which is really good. So yeah, other than like those things, there's not really much that's different from the normal Fill the Gaps. I mean, the builds are like simpler in Fill the Gaps Turbo. They don't take as long. And yeah, also you get Croc tokens for like finishing the game. That's just sort of the same for all of the micro games. So the next micro game is Scavenger Hunt, where you basically just look around the city section on the right hand side of Croco Island, just to sort of find a bunch of different items. So yeah, you've got a little bar on the bottom of your screen, and like the more filled in the like bar is, the closer you are. The less filled in it is, the further away you are. It's a bit like sort of hot or cold if you're near to the item or far away. And also the bar will start flashing if you're heading in the correct direction to get the item. So yeah, that's basically everything you need to know about that. So the next micro game is tennis, and yeah, it basically just works how you would expect tennis in Minecraft to work. You've got a tennis racket, and you've got to hit the ball over to the other side, and yeah, you just keep on hitting it until like someone hits it out or someone misses it. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's 2 different modes of tennis. There's singles and doubles, and yeah, once again, it's pretty self-explanatory. In singles, it's just a 1v1, one person on one team, another person on another team, and they're playing against each other. And then doubles is teams of 2. So yeah, 4 people in total in doubles, and yeah, that's basically how it works. So then we move on to the parkour micro games. So yeah, it's basically just a replacement for the parkour that's normally in the Galaxite hub. So yeah, the first one is the thimble jump parkour. Yeah, it's just sort of a shortish parkour, just getting up to the top of like a little hill. Then we've also got Parkour Island. Yeah, again, it's another parkour. That one's a bit longer. So yeah. Also, it has checkpoints, which is nice. Because we've never really had checkpoints in like parkour in Galaxite before. And then we've got the tree parkour. And for tree parkour, there's 3 different modes. There's an easy, medium, and hard parkour. And yeah, something pretty cool about all of the different parkour micro games is that they all have a timer, so you can see exactly how much time you've taken to like complete the parkour, which isn't something that you have normally in Galaxite Parkour in the hub. So I think that's pretty much it for all of the big changes to do with the Lacoste Croco Island event thing. Like, I know there's a lot of smaller things that I've not talked about, but if I was talking about all of the changes, then it would just take way too long, because there's absolutely loads, and this video is already quite long as it is, so I think I'm just gonna leave it there. So, yeah, that's it for this week's episode of TWIG. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and also, if you've not already, please subscribe, because it really helps me out, and it also means you won't miss any future episodes of this series. So, yeah, bye.